Today I decided to read an extract of another one of my children's works. This time it's an adventure story set in Viking times and covers the whole of the Viking world from Dublin all the way through Northern Europe, Russia, Byzantium, down to Egypt. Actually, I had a contract with this from a computer gaming company, but unfortunately went bust. So here I am back again, promoting it. Anyway, let's get started. Erik Bjorn was 12 years old when his sister Una was kidnapped by one-eyed Thor and taken to a stronghold high above an icy fjord in the northernmost part of Norway. This heinous deed took place in the year 1029, when all the inhabitants of Dublin were celebrating the May Day festival. Dublin was an important trading city in those days. The banks of the river Liffey were lined with broad, sturdy merchant longships from Norway and Scotland and France and other places besides. In its crowded streets and alleys, warriors jostled with merchants and blacksmiths and carpenters and tanners, weavers and shipbuilders, and slaves. Eric's father Gunnar had been a renowned warrior and fought with Brian Boru in the Battle of Clontarf. After the High King was killed, Gunnar gave up his warlike ways, married Grania, the daughter of a Gaelic chieftain, and through hard work became a rich merchant. There were 3 children in the Bjorn family: Olaf, Una, and Erik. The Bjorn house in Fishamble Street near Christchurch Cathedral was similar to that of other rich merchants, with its thatched roof and walls of upright posts interwoven with twigs that were plastered with mud. Food was cooked over a stone-lined hearth in the middle of a large open space. At night, the benches lining the walls served as beds. Outside, the vegetable garden stretched down to the busy river. The only problem in Eric's life was having to work hard, doing chores he didn't want to do. After school, he helped his father by keeping an eye on their slaves, packing and storing his father's goods, or working in the garden. But he did have time for fun too, games of skittles or draughts, or hunting in the nearby forest in summer, and skating on the frozen river in winter. Sometimes Gunnar Bjorn took Erik and his brother on trading expeditions to England, and already they'd seen the slave markets of Bristol and York. They were a happy family until that fateful day in 1029. Everyone was looking forward to the May Day festival. The winter was over and the merchants of the city were preparing for their summer voyages. But this year was especially important, for Erik, his eldest brother, was now old enough to take command of his first ship and sail to Bristol with a cargo of slaves. The family rose at first light on that bright sunny morning and were soon busy doing their allotted tasks. Erik's mother and sister, Una, prepared the first meal of the day, while Gunnar and Olaf made the final arrangements for the great game which was to be played on the green just outside the city walls. The great game was especially beloved by the Vikings, the object of which was to hit or throw a ball over the opponent's line, a cross between hurling and old wrestling. Physical strength more than skill was all important, with the result that Erik and Olaf were often on the winning side. Afterwards there was a feast, followed by dancing, and when darkness fell, storytelling in the Bjorn house, stories of sea voyages and battles and adventures in far-off places. Now, I think I'd leave that go for today. The sun is sort of coming out and ruining the view. So I'll read more of it next time.